What up, YouTube? FDY, aka Crypto Funds, back with another episode of Crypto Funds Invest. So today we had a nice little pump in Bitcoin and some Bitcoin related projects. So we're going to go over that. We'll talk about what I'm doing. We'll look at some levels and we'll see where I am going to try to get in some trades or get into some places where I can start accumulating a little bit more. So without further ado, make sure you make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're growing slowly but surely. We have surpassed 200 subscribers. I'm very grateful for that. Like I said, if you like the information, if you find it valuable, if you find it entertaining, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So let's jump right into the charts. Bitcoin. Let's start with Bitcoin. So if you watched my video from a couple days ago, we talked about this. This is on the daily time frame. We talked about this bull flag or this bull pennant that was formed. We were about right here where we touched here at about 40,500, and then we got the breakout yesterday and we got the continuation today. So what I'm looking at for Bitcoin is still I'm still very bullish. I'm gonna be bullish until the ETF comes out. Without the ETF is still lingering, if the ETF is still in the air, then I'm bullish. I'm bullish. So because we have catalysts to go higher, much higher. After the ETF is approved, or after these ETFs get approved, then I am looking for some sort of correction. But I'm not forecasting anything. I'm just gonna let the charts play out. I'm gonna let everything play out, and then I'm going to act accordingly. So like I said, we broke out of this massive bull pennant on the daily, which is very good. On a daily time frame, a higher time frame, we broke out. So we may, usually when we get these type of moves, we may get some sort of retest. So we go up, we may come back down. We can come back down maybe to even about 42k, which will still be on the safe side because we'll still be respecting this downward sloping trend line, and then we can continue up. So if you're new to crypto, if you're new to trading, if you're new to patterns and technical analysis and all this, what happens is when you like breakout traders, usually they like to see retest to the scene of the crime, so to say. So the scene of the crime, like I said, would be this downward sloping yellow trend line right here. So we broke out. So if we get a bounce, we might come back down, get a bounce, and then we can make our way back to my target of 48k, which is my short-term bullish target for Bitcoin. So like I said, we're looking pretty good for Bitcoin. There's nothing to worry about. We had that nice pump, and then we got a small little retrace, but we're still at 43,700. So we can't complain. We popped all the way up to 44.4, but like I said, we held this same place as resistance. So until we can turn that red, until we can get this resistance level broken here, then we're gonna just maybe keep bumping our head in between here. But we also have this upper sloping trend line. If we do continue to come down to bounce, and then we do have this upper sloping trend line, so we have a few confluences of support coming in, and like I said, the fundamentals are coming in with the ETF. So I don't see a reason why Bitcoin should dump or significantly go down from here. So if you're in the long, I would hold. Not financial advice. If you're not in the long, I will look for some sort of retest in this area here at about maybe 42k if we get a a little dump like that. But right now it's a waiting game. I don't really see anything else that is sticking out to me unless we can get above this resistance area and hold this as support, and then we can blast off to about 48 to 50k. Next, I want to talk about stacks. Man, stacks went nuts. It's been going nuts. Let's actually zoom into the 4 hour. So stacks, man, we got this perfect bounce off 82 cent, and I mean, we just been ripping. We've been ripping. So today, we went all the way up. I think we were up like, I think I checked the chart at one moment, we were up like 30% on stacks. So stacks is gonna do very well as long as Bitcoin goes up, as long as we get this ETF, as long as Bitcoin keeps showing signs of strength. Everything on the that's riding on Bitcoin's back, so to say. These other stacks is just a layer 2 for Bitcoin. So I'm going to do some work. I'm going to do some research and see if we have any more of these type of coins, these type of tokens rather, to see if we can if there anything else, any other projects that are building like this one on Bitcoin as a layer 2 of some sort. But yeah, stacks is looking pretty good. This is on a 4-hour time frame, so let's actually zoom in and see what we have forming. So what I do not want to see is this shoulder and this head, and then, you know, another shoulder, like, but we're not even gonna get that far. But stacks has been looking good. What I do want to see is us hold this $1.32 area. As long as we're above there, let me make sure that's pretty accurate. Yep, as long as we are above there, we are looking pretty good for stacks. I will look for a retest of $1.32 if things start going south, for a nice significant bounce. We don't want to slice through that area, but we do have some nice structure here. We have a little bit of structure that's a little bit lower, a little bit of structure here, but you know, like I said, $1.32, $1.32 to $1.29 will be the area that I want to see a nice bounce from stacks if we do get some sort of retrace from stacks. I mean, it went up 30% today at its peak, I think maybe a little bit more. So, you know, it's destined to get some sort of pullback. People are taking profits. Lastly, I want to look at ordinals. So ordinals is still going up, and I really like this structure. I like this setup the best, because right now this is on the 4-hour time frame. I don't even have to draw anything. I can just look and see, and I can tell what's going on. I can look at the volume profile. I know where my support is at about $47, and we see this big volume gap right here, this big volume gap. So we don't want to lose $47, and then we'll probably just drop all the way back down. But right now I don't see that happening, not with the strength of Bitcoin, not with the strength of the Bitcoin ecosystem. So what I'm looking at right now is, I mean, right now off the rip, I see a bull pennant forming for Ordi. Let's actually turn this to my color yellow. So if we look at that, we see that forming. We come from this massive uptrend. Now we're consolidating. So we might bounce in between here for a while to figure out what Bitcoin wants to do, because you know, if Bitcoin start pumping, this will pump. If it start dumping, it will dump. So I'm not sure if we're in price discovery mode almost. So maybe we'll say maybe $70, give or take, was the all-time high for Ordi. We can just go over here and check coin market cap. So it's saying the all-time high on coin market cap was about $68.77 on December 8th. So I mean, we're close. We're $10 away. Today we got up to about almost 60. So if we break out of here, we'll be in price discovery mode, and you know, price discovery mode in crypto, things get nuts. So I'm looking at this to break out and be at all-time highs. If we can get Bitcoin to break out above that 44,400 level, and then we want to break that to get into our our yearly high for Bitcoin. So that's what I want to come with. I want to just come talk about the Bitcoin ecosystem. Nothing really too much new. Bitcoin is looking primed and ready to explode to 48K. Unless something happens. We broke out of this massive bull pennant like I gave the signal a couple days ago, and then we have stacks. Stacks had a massive move today of about 30%. It's getting a little bit of a retrace now, but as long as we hold above $1.32, we should be fine. If you're looking for an entry, I'll be looking for a bounce off $1.32 if we come back down. And then, like I said, ordinals, Ordi is looking like the best. We're in a bull pennant right now. Bull pennant has formed. This is on a 4-hour time frame, so I'll be looking for a breakout of this, and then we'll hopefully break out at about $65 to be in price discovery mode for Ordi. So right now the Bitcoin ecosystem is looking very strong, looking very tough, and I'm going to definitely keep this on my radar, and hopefully I can get into some nice swing trades with this. Or, you know, if you're long-term holding, if you're trying to get in long-term holding, I think these prices are still cheap. I'm gonna keep saying that all year, for the rest of the year. These prices are still cheap. You haven't seen anything yet. This is just 5 to 10% of the bull run. This bull run has legs. It has massive opportunities in 2024 and 2025. But like I keep saying, we might get pullbacks. We probably will get pullbacks, sometimes violent pullbacks. So make sure your risk management is good. Make sure your mental is good. Make sure your emotions are intact, because this will be a bumpy ride, but at the end, it will be well worth it. So this is FDY, aka Crypto Funds. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.